Have you ever met someone who just didn't sit right with you, but you couldn't explain why? Today, we delve into the ancient Stoic wisdom to reveal the subtle signs of malevolence hidden in plain sight. In this video, we're decoding the 5 signs that might indicate you're dealing with an evil person, all through a Stoic lens. Number 1, persistent dishonesty. In Stoicism, honesty transcends mere virtue to become the cornerstone of a meaningful and harmonious life. Stoics argue that our well-being is deeply intertwined with our ability to be truthful, both to ourselves and others. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, championed the idea of living in harmony with nature and adhering to the truth. He viewed dishonesty not just as a moral failing, but as a fundamental misalignment with the natural order of the universe. Persistent dishonesty, therefore, is particularly alarming from a Stoic viewpoint. It signifies more than just bad habits or unethical behavior. It suggests a profound corruption of the soul. When someone habitually lies or manipulates facts, they are not merely deceiving others. They are distancing themselves from reality itself. This detachment is a sign of an inner turmoil and a misguided spirit, which are antithetical to the Stoic goal of achieving inner peace and wisdom. For Stoics, the implications of such behavior extend beyond the individual. Persistent dishonesty can erode trust and damage relationships, both personal and professional. It creates an environment where genuine connections are impossible and mutual respect is undermined. Stoics believe that social harmony and personal integrity are deeply connected, and that maintaining them requires a steadfast commitment to truthfulness. This view highlights the danger of allowing dishonesty to fester, urging individuals to reflect on the impact of their actions on their own character and on their community. In essence, for Stoics, embracing honesty is not just ethical, it is essential for living a life true to one's nature and to the greater good. Number 2, lack of empathy. In Stoic philosophy, empathy and compassion are not merely admirable traits, but essential aspects of a virtuous life. Stoics believe in the interconnectedness of all humans, united by a common rationality and a shared moral purpose. This philosophical framework emphasizes the importance of understanding and sharing the feelings of others as a testament to our kinship and community. When an individual exhibits a consistent lack of empathy, it raises concerns from a Stoic perspective. Such behavior may indicate a deeper failure to recognize and engage with the rational and emotional worlds of others. This disconnect undermines the Stoic ideal of community, as it fosters isolation and self-centeredness, potentially causing harm to the person and those around them. A lack of empathy, according to Stoicism, is more than just a personal failing. It reflects a misunderstanding of the nature of human existence. Stoics argue that to live a good life, one must cultivate virtues that contribute to the well-being of the community. Empathy is a key component in this, as it enables individuals to respond to the needs and sufferings of others, thereby promoting collective harmony and moral development. Thus, observing a persistent lack of empathy in someone should be a warning sign, suggesting that the individual may be straying from the path of virtue. This trait can lead to actions that are not only detrimental to others but also to the individual's moral integrity and happiness, as they deviate from the Stoic understanding of a life well lived. Number 3, excessive selfishness. Excessive selfishness stands in stark contrast to the Stoic ideal of justice, which emphasizes the importance of acting with fairness and moral integrity. Stoicism, an ancient philosophy, teaches that while self-care is important, it should not override our responsibilities toward others. The philosopher Epictetus, a prominent Stoic, stressed that individual actions should be aligned with the welfare of the community, promoting harmony and mutual support. When someone acts out of excessive selfishness, especially to the detriment of others, they betray this fundamental Stoic principle. Such behavior can be seen as a manifestation of what Stoicism might label as evil. Not in a supernatural sense, but as actions arising from a profound misunderstanding of what is truly good. This form of selfishness represents more than just a moral failing. It indicates a lack of understanding of the interconnectedness of human beings and our shared rationality. This misunderstanding leads individuals to prioritize their desires and needs at the expense of the common good, disrupting community harmony and potentially causing harm to others. According to Stoic beliefs, this not only harms those around the selfish individual, but also harms the individual themselves by distancing them from the virtues of wisdom and justice. In the Stoic view, true fulfillment and happiness come from living in accordance with nature and rationality, which includes recognizing and fulfilling our duties to others. Therefore, excessive selfishness not only undermines social cohesion but also impedes the individual's own moral and philosophical development. Number 4. Constant anger and resentment. In the Stoic philosophy, anger is considered a form of temporary madness, one that disrupts the rational mind and leads to poor decision-making. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, extensively highlighted the perils of anger, noting that it could cloud judgment and result in actions that one might later regret. Stoicism teaches that to live a virtuous and tranquil life, one must master their emotions, especially anger. Experiencing anger is natural, but when it becomes a constant presence, it indicates a deeper issue, a failure to control one's passions, which Stoicism regards as a fundamental discipline. Regular anger outbursts or harboring deep-seated resentment can severely affect an individual's mental health and disrupt their ability to think clearly and act rationally. This emotional instability can lead to destructive behaviors that not only harm the person experiencing the anger, but also those around them. Stoics believe that by understanding the transient nature of anger and learning to manage it through reason and reflection, one can maintain inner peace and improve interpersonal relationships. The key is not to suppress anger, but to address its root causes and modify one's perspective towards the triggering situations. Practicing Stoic exercises such as reflective journaling or premeditation of future adversities can help in cultivating a demeanor that is less prone to anger and more aligned with rational, thoughtful responses. This approach not only enhances personal well-being, but also contributes to the harmony and well-being of the wider community. Number 5. Manipulation and exploitation. Manipulation and exploitation are behaviors starkly opposed to Stoic values, as they represent a strategic and harmful utilization of others for personal benefit. Such actions undermine the Stoic virtues of wisdom and justice, which emphasize living with integrity and treating others fairly. Stoicism teaches that all individuals share a common rationality, and to exploit others is to harm this universal kinship, leading to moral degradation. The Stoics advocated for a life aligned with virtue and reason, where each action contributes to the betterment of oneself and the community. Manipulative behaviors, however, prioritize one's desires over the well-being of others, disrupting communal harmony and the manipulator's inner peace. This self-centered approach is a severe moral failing within Stoic philosophy because it contradicts the ideal of living a virtuous and rational life. Recognizing manipulative and exploitative tendencies in others is crucial for maintaining personal tranquility and safeguarding one's moral integrity. Stoics would advise observing how individuals treat those from whom they have nothing to gain. This observation can reveal true character and intentions. By staying vigilant against such behaviors, one can avoid toxic relationships that may lead to emotional turmoil and distraction from one's ethical goals. In essence, manipulation and exploitation are antithetical to Stoic principles, reflecting a profound ignorance of moral virtue. For those striving to live a Stoic life, it is essential to distance oneself from such influences, focusing instead on fostering relationships grounded in mutual respect and ethical integrity. In the wisdom of the Stoics, we find tools not just for personal growth, but for protecting our well-being against those who would do us harm. Remember, recognizing these traits is not about judgment, but about safeguarding your own peace and integrity. Let's take these lessons forward, not in fear, but with the strength of insight. If this discussion resonated with you, consider exploring more Stoic principles by subscribing. See you in the next video.